After staying up late, suddenly reborn as a dragon. There is also the evil black dragon in the 5 colors. Long was born at the top of the pyramid. It's not just a strong black dragon, but there are 2 rebellious little dragons who are easily bullied. They've just cracked an eggshell right now. I was almost sent away by the giant head in front of me. Look back at your body. The whole body is immature black scales. That long carving of private serene romantic flowers. Instinctively called out this name. This is my dragon's real name, Black Dragon. I watched the little black dragon break the egg in front of me. Calling out the true name of the dragon in the heart has a basis. It doesn't seem to be those cowardly dragons. If so, it seems to understand. The gray 5-colored dragon has been told. Immediately then directly use the dragon's claw to pull out a sharp. I don't know what animal it is. There's traces of acid corrosion on it. Black dragons are different from other 5-colored dragons. They don't like fresh meat. It seems that this is what the black dragon is preparing for. My children's first meal. I thought for a moment. Directly start eating eggshells on the ground. Crispy chicken flavor. I am just thinking and having fun. Waiting to survive until adulthood. Find some princess of the water that perished. Paste on inherited memory. Spirits in this world seem delicious. Then steal some more spirits or something. After all, the lifespan of the dragons is thousands of years. That's enough for me to enjoy. I was surprised to find. In front of me appeared some small words. Salon the point of life 50 endowments. The canary has activated. The number of canaves not advancing 3%. What the hell is this? After the needle just feels a little thoroughly. I finally understand. I seem to own a part of the larva's endowment. It can add up. I'm the one who finished the eggshells. I feel a sense of hunger like nothing else. Red eyes looking at the rotten corpse on one side. He's a dragon. What are you thinking? So a rush to eat. Surprisingly, the taste is quite good. The black dragon saw his son eating. No more attention. Slowly go deep into the cave. There's her treasure there. Along with the fact that I'm constantly devouring. Progress bar also not stop unlocking to eat up to 100%. I feel my body fluttering. And immediately into a dark space. I watched my body become stronger with my own eyes. And grow bigger and bigger. I'm not hungry right now. I also breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, there is time to cool off. If you don't have to be hungry all your life, it's hard. Go deep into the cave. Here I see a mountain of treasure. Along with some armor and magic sticks. Probably because of the adventurers. I don't know what life or death left behind. The black dragon is sleeping on the mountain of treasure. I can feel it. It's a completely different smell from black dragon. It all radiates from those treasures. Among them, the most fragrant thing is a giant axe in the distance. The black dragon opened her eyes coldly and looked at me. 2 jets of air coming out of her nostrils. I slowly stepped back. I know the black dragon is warning me. As for the evil dragon, the treasure is their second life. After all, raising children is a reproductive task. But 5 long patterns to enjoy. The treasure is his own. The next day, I found 2 eggs. The other dragon also slowly blossomed. One by one to shout the name of his dragon. Declare their appearance to this world. Special tears from the flower serene. I looked at the 2 dragons. The small one just smells better. Look at the dragon sleeping in the cave. Then go in front of your 2 dragons. 2 dragons. I'm still eating my eggshells. I didn't notice when I came. I reached out to the dragon, not a little hospitality, and snatched a little piece of their eggshells. I need to prepare well for the party. Then the baby's roar came out. Dragon will have no concept. He brotherly love heavy. I look at the older brother in front of me. Very opposed in my heart. This guy dares to steal his stuff. I pressed my tearful head to the ground. That she can only gnaw the soil. Take the largest piece of eggshell. Good for you to taste. I used the dragon's voice to comfort my tears. But it's using all its power. Full body. Couldn't lift my head from one of my dragon claws. The back 2 feet are relentless on the ground. She said the hateful name angrily. They treat the queen. The great black dragon in the future. They can only eat the ground. He doesn't understand why brother was born a day earlier than me. Why is the difference so big? Now on one side, look at the scene in front of you. I hurriedly gathered my eggshells in one place. Start frantically devouring. I don't think this is okay. Let go of the dragon's claw that is crushing every tear. Lift her neck and push her aside. I also picked the largest piece of eggshell out there. It must be fair between the 2 girls. There's a lesson from before: don't resist in vain. Let me take the eggshells and walk away. I put the eggshells and the dead beast together. Then lie down on the side, quietly waiting for the party to begin. During this time, I also slowly reorganized my memories. Giant lineage of the dragon clan. I didn't mean to bully my 2 sisters. I have to secure the position of the eldest brother. Later, when the black dragon gave food, I can dominate. It's all about the party. That's the 2 dragons quickly ate all their eggshells. Then staring at the dead beast in the distance and drooling. Wistful tears. In the end, I couldn't control my instincts. She slowly approached the corpse. Hannah is watching me. She saw her sister in tears, coming like a puppy. Start tearing apart. I picked her up and threw her aside. This is what she prepared for us. I can't be alone, with tears in my eyes, staring at me. Pity to look at me. Hope to get some. I think she'll take care of these little things. Why didn't I pay attention to the threat of tears? When you hear that, be quiet. The friendship between the 5 colors is already bland. Things like that, black dragon, most will not care. I feel like I might be a little too much. That's me. Go ahead and tear 2 pieces of meat, and throw them to the 2 dragons. Let's call this an eggshell exchange. If it's not enough, eat a lion. The powerful stomachs of dragons can digest soil. The two little dragons are still a little disgruntled, but can only accept the fate of the hateful. Waiting to grow up, you have to teach the dragon a lesson. They eat meat in an aggressive way. It's like this piece of meat is me, he ate while looking at his brother. A day later, I'm finally waiting for the familiar hunger, quickly rushed to the corpse of the demon, and began to gnaw. I also eat the girl's eggshells for seasoning. And the party's going up. After I ate all the meat, my party is still stuck in 9th grade. I feel hungrier. He looked at the two little dragons, tearfully, and instinctively shrunk his neck. His mouth growled menacingly. I try to hold back. I don't care about the smell on you too. Then focus your attention on the bones. I started picking up the bones, cartilage, and ribs to devour. Why are dragons' teeth so hard? It's the bones of the great horned beast. Hannah looked at the way I ate. The baby dragon certainly can't bite this bone. Digestion can be digested. But if you can't bite, you can't swallow. And I seem to eat bones very easily. Finally, the party's progress was 100%. I found a place in the cave. Avoid the eyes of the black dragon and the dragons, then lie down, in a space as black as ink. My scales are getting harder and harder, sharpened claws and teeth. The forelegs also became healthy. The brief renovation is over. I opened my eyes to my body. Body size increased to nearly 4 meters. Bone and muscle density also have significant growth. I walk slowly towards the two dragons, Tears and Janet. He's holding the monster's leg bone right now, laying on the ground endlessly licking. I looked at the stupid faces of my two sisters. Shake your head. I don't know who to blame for this stupidity. Your eyes immediately pay attention to you. And then I started watching. This is a black dragon born just a few days ago. Dragon pink. Long is not that strong. I bent my head and bit the bone that Jenna was hugging. Instinctively let go of the bone. Alama Bakshas. You didn't even leave us a bone. The tears immediately exploded. I didn't notice it. Bite a bone with force. Immediately broke into pieces. Reveals the bone marrow inside. This is a reward for you, I told Jenna. And then walk towards the bones that are left in the distance. Even though the hearty feast is cooling down, but I'm a normal growing long leg. Even if it's not a big party, no matter how small, they are meat. I looked at the shadow of my back. He looked at the bitten bone open on the side. I feel like this older brother doesn't seem bad either. So it starts to bend over and suck the bone marrow, eating bone crumbs on the ground, looking at the bone marrow in tears. Look at the bone in my dragon's claw again. Immediately boiling blood in front of Jenna. Silently swallow a sip of Jenna's saliva. You won't be used by him. The item has been purchased. Don't forget we are a team. But bone marrow is really delicious. I just ate and said you made me feel bad. I feel like I'm about to explode. And look at the tears. Put a piece of bone with marrow in its mouth. Tears that could not even be chewed directly swallowed. It smells good. I'm still working on the remaining bones. Look deep into the cave. The black dragon hasn't come out yet. It doesn't really matter if she comes out or not. The point is, this meal is over. As the dragon mother, you should be out hunting. But I've chewed up all the bones of the demons. After eating, I didn't see the black dragon coming out. It feels a little bit unsettled. But I didn't really dare to go looking for the black. He looked for a moment at the two dragons. Tell me what you're going to bring home this time. Are they violent or demonic? I licked my lips. Must be a demon. After all, I'm a grown black dragon. Amused say, from thinking anymore. It's definitely a powerful beast. Talk about this and get excited. But I don't seem to have any intention of going out hunting. Shy to say a word. I may have forgotten to go out hunting. I remember seeing my mother before, on the mountain of his treasure. I calmly say a treasure mountain. Eyes of Tears and Jenna. They all seem to glow yellow. They still don't have a warehouse. I own treasure. Audius foot. A long time without treasure is indeed a torment. You can go to the warehouse. Other people's treasure is good. I looked at the two of them and shook my head. On really have no resistance to the treasure. I'd also want a lot of treasure. It's just the thought of my past life as a person that makes me. Don't take this too seriously. But later you have to collect the treasure. Anyway, the progress of fasting needs these things. Wary and wobbly. Go deep into the cave. And I'm going to lie down. Pay careful attention to the movement inside. Less than a few minutes with an angry underground dragon. A little black dragon flying straight out. To fall to the ground is to cry. Some of the scales on her body broke off. Then the panic Jenna ran out too. What's going on? Zerong is a bit strange. Just asking for a meal. How did it turn out like this? By calculation, Black Mother Dragon is most lazy. I don't want to go out hunting. Not to the point of dealing with your baby dragon. You can see the wound of the weeping wormwood. Not serious. It seems that the Black Mother Dragon is still resting. They stand up and look miserable. Find a corner to lie down. We couldn't wake her up. I thought my mother was sleeping. I want to steal a gold coin. They stutter. I looked at her with tears, a little empty. Dragons are very interested in their treasure. Don't tell me the Black Mother Dragon is there. Even if it wasn't there, tearfully stealing a gold coin. The Black Mother Dragon will find out the true dragon's memory of his treasure. It's really profound. Any gold coin in any position will be remembered. For in the long life of the real dragon, apart from sleeping, the most important thing to do is to count your treasures. Who gave courage at the feet of one? You are a grown man and dare to steal, even if it's just a gold coin. I took a deep breath. You have to do it yourself to get enough food to wear. A surface of water in a bone-corrosive swamp. A black dragon's head slowly revealed. This is my first time out of the dragon cave. Think of the black dragon in a vast swamp. Her line is like a beaver's line in a previous life. If you want to go out, you have to go into the water. However, the black dragon is a natural swimming master. I can breathe the underwater, and I can get out of the cave very easily. Looking out here, it's all gas. Normal people are here. There's absolutely no way to stay. However, not far from the shore, there is a forest. There must be prey. Next to the black dragon's nest are all dragons. It doesn't matter if it's a normal beast or a demonic beast, they dare not come close. So for hunting, I've got to get away from the nest a little bit. I know very well about my own safety. But the party is the foundation to rise in this world. I don't want to one day it becomes the triumph of those who, Dragon Slayer, I slowly swam to the shore, waving wings, waving away the water mud from the wings, reclining on my body, silently feel everything around you. It's still too small right now. There's not enough magic in the body to support it. Even if it could fly, it wouldn't choose to fly. After all, ghosts can fly. There's still a lot of black mud on me. The surrounding ground blended perfectly together. The dragon's ability to sense is extremely sensitive, and I have a very high life value, which gives it the ability to feel far beyond dragons of the same age. In the distance there seemed to be a noise and the smell of blood. I'm as quiet as a good hunter, slowly go deep into the forest. In a dense forest 5 terrorist wolves. Eating the carcass of a great horned deer. I'm hiding behind the bushes looking at this. Terrorist wolves are violent. It's not a monster yet, because they don't have magic, but the wolves are terrorizing us. It's not trivial. 5 terrorist wolves, each of them a size. You're bigger than a calf in a previous life. But I'm bigger. Any one of them. Terrorist wolves with sharp fangs, incessantly tearing the prey apart. I consider the fighting strength of both sides. He feels he can do it. Think about here. It's slowly approaching the terrorist wolves. And the terrorist wolves are eating their bodies. The animal's vigilance is also high. I looked at one of them. Compared to the others. A dinosaur bigger than a ring. Looks like this guy is the leader of this small group. It's enjoying the big moose right now, the freshest organ on the human body. As soon as the leader of the dinosaurs put his head up into the belly of the great moose, I did it. The dinosaur reacted very quickly, but I'm faster. Directly bite a shot into the throat. The nearest dinosaur, fanged, it immediately bit off the dinosaur's throat. Tear out its trachea. This dinosaur can only moan for an hour and fall down. The other 4 dinosaurs, including the leader, spanked a blow that was mind-boggling. The terrorist leader did not attack immediately. It's baring its teeth at me, and it's constantly growling. It's considering the fighting strength of both sides. Is the leader of its smart side, of course. It's much stronger than other dinosaurs. Look at my black dragon scales and my wings. The dinosaur leader recognized the creature in front of him is the black dragon, but it's not a grown-up dragon. It's a baby dragon. Maybe it's just a dragon. Once the distance between the 2 sides is determined, the fearsome wolf leader spoke. Growling 3 other fearsome wolves together surrounded me. Right now, I still have the scary dead wolf in my mouth. The fearsome wolf's warm blood flowed into its belly. He feels an excitement right now. This hunting feeling is great. It feels something in my body has woken up. I looked at the 4 scary wolves in front of me. They see themselves as prey without any fear. He let go of the scary wolf. His 2 front claws stomped on his body. Spreading its wings let out a dragon's roar. 3 fearsome wolves at the leader's command charge. I didn't flinch. They confronted him face to face. He and a scary wolf bumped into each other. The scary wolf was immediately gored by it. Vaguely heard the sound of the terrifying wolf's bones breaking. 2 other fearsome wolves took the opportunity to bite towards the neck and one of its wings. I held the scary wolf to its neck. Sharp claws directly plugged into its body. Its fangs also bite into its spine. Sprinkle an hour. The wolf's spine was horribly broken, but one of its wings is also affected. Another scary wolf bite. The scales on the wings are not enough to block the teeth. The wolf bit right through. The wolf leader took the opportunity. Its upper and lower jaws aimed straight at my throat. I raised my head coldly and was waiting for you. A conical stream of acid coming out of my mouth, covering the entire face of the wolf leader. The hair on the head of the smoking wolf leader. This is a feather corrosion phenomenon. The worst thing is that there's a little bit of acid flew directly into its eyes. It was blind and could only painfully roll in place. After I sprayed the acid liquid quickly press, the wolf pit its wings to the ground. One set bit off its neck. A cool stream of air appears from inside my body. The wing that was bitten through is slowly healing. I know this is power. The Campbell's and board is playing out. Stand up and end the life of the bitten wolf. Spine. Then also help the wolf leader end the pain. The wolf was initially sucked away. He died in pain because his bones were broken. This time with the cold air in the body. More and more. The wound on my wing also healed quickly. It looks no different than before. I look at my work and my heart with great excitement. Even if it's just wolves. Low-level terrorism among predators. But being able to solve them. It's almost uninjured. When I was a dragon, you're good too. If you are willing to come here, some terrorist wolves can easily tear them apart. The terrorist wolf leader is smart. It lets the other terrorist wolves probe it first. And he took the opportunity to find my loophole. But the acid solution builds up in my mouth. That's what it's for. It's just that what bothers me is that among the 5 colored dragons, only red dragons can fire. Black dragons can only spray acid. Black dragon has no flamethrower organ. I directly began to devour the bodies of the terrorist wolves. The wolf's stomach terrorized to eat the liver inside. If it's not magic meat, it's still a little bad in the end. It's a pity that it hasn't been cooled down yet, but according to my estimate, these 5 terrorist wolves plus the carcass of that great moose, not enough for him to finish the 3rd floor. The energy contained in the flesh of a demon, much stronger than terrorist wolf meat, does not have this magic. Right now, a leopard over 3 meters long came out of the darkness. He growled for an hour at me. This is not a leopard on Earth. It is larger than a tiger in its previous life. Mushrooms are also stronger. The leopard craves to look at the dead bodies full of her. I looked at it and kept eating. The terrorist wolf. It's just a violent leopard trying to make sure I haven't put it in my eyes yet. I didn't react. The leopard became bolder. It's lowering people down in front of a terrorist wolf carcass to let go. They saw that. Stop eating and go to the leopard. The leopard saw that, quickly abandoned the horrified wolf carcass and fled. Even when it encounters 5 terrifying wolves, it can only run away itself. Moreover, it's a solitary animal. Being injured means a high probability of death. I didn't eat all the horrible wolves. Eating just 2 is the kind that eats bones. Since teeth evolve, sometimes I feel that bones smell better than meat. The other corpses, including the great horned deer that are hidden in the swamp. After walking around for a while, space and get used to the surroundings, I ate my fill, go to the Dun Dragon cave and look down in tears. Tears are still licking my wounds. Sometimes I look deep in the cave. The 2 little dragons didn't see much of me coming home. Notice that the black dragon didn't go hunting. I want to eat more high-class meat. I don't care about the little dragons either. Whether they eat or not has nothing to do with me. When passing by Hannah, he inhales a nose that smells of blood mixed with your body. He thought I must have gone hunting on my own. Thinking of this, Hannah immediately woke up. It excitedly crawls to me. Dragon, did you go hunting? What about Hannah speaking up? I lazily glanced at her. Hannah was going to say she wanted to share a little too. But I don't know how to start. Actually, when you went out yesterday, I'd also slipped out. I hesitated a little and said, I dare to go out too. I was amazed to see Jenna. I am a brave and careful person, whose body has been strengthened after 2 times as fast as I could to leave the cave. How dare you be so small? Some terrorist wolves could have killed him. I found a good place. There's a lot of prey there. I want to open a temporary lair with you there. Please explain. It also knows if you stay here, there is no future. It's just that they're young. I need your protection. Dragons can eat land to sustain life. But if you eat meat, who would think of eating land? Something you're not interested in right now. I'm not interested in looking at Hannah. The animals don't want to eat. Hannah is a bit of a beast. What more is it that I dare to go out on my own? I was immediately interested. The black dragon, anyway, must have lived here a long time ago. So much so that there are no demons around. Most of them must have been eaten by her. I was meant to go with you. But then I got lost. I finally discovered the grizzly bear. Now faltered. Or dare to follow me. My mother seemed to be in a hurry. The gold is actually added after you leave the lair. I can't keep up with you anymore. And nodded. An adult groundbreaking bear must be a 5th grade demon. Dragon level like us. How to deal with it. The grizzly bear cracked this land. According to the record in the hereditary memory, it's not a normal ghost. Adults with 5th grade talent. This type of monster is only a dragon. Teenagers can hunt and kill. In front of that earth-cracking bear must have been injured. I saw a lot of blood on him. And it probably hasn't even reached level 5 yet. So you're pulling your neck back. I fished thinking for a moment. My party is about to be over. This means we have to get ready for the party. Then you can go and see this earth-cracking bear. I stood up and flapped my wings. Happily followed behind the tears lying next to, drooping eyelids. Look at 2 people. Said nothing. The 2 little dragons were thinking about hunting demons. You're lucky not to be eaten by the demons. In a forest on the outskirts of a corrosive swamp, Janet and I walked here quietly. Are you sure the bear cracked the ground here? We walked for half a day outside the tree, and it was still a tree. Sometimes you'll meet some small animals. I met him here, and he's a little nervous. I thought for a moment. Then look at a large horned deer in the distance. Under my sudden attack. This great horned deer didn't have time to react. He was bitten off his neck. The towel looked at me and swallowed my saliva. This is for us to eat. This is for the grizzly bear to eat. I look at her. And then the big horned deer's abdomen is dissected. Immediately the smell of blood spread around. I know from my own memory that cracking bears are kind of demonic beasts. Has an extremely sensitive sense of smell. As long as it's in this area, it will come. Okay, here now look at Hannah's yearning look. I said, then I hid myself in the grass beside me. Hannah looked at me. Thanks to intelligence, she quickly understood what I meant. You want me to be a decoy here? Or are you a decoy? He came to surprise and kill the cracked earth bear, I said without turning back. Or do it. Hannah shakes her head like a burn. Soon Hannah started eating large moose. She's eating and looking around. I looked at it as bait and nodded. I can lead this little dragon girl even more. A moment later, a giant black shadow slowly approaching. I pay attention to that place because of my vision. I could see the creature very clearly in the distance. A giant black bear. 4 feet of bears with earthy yellow fur. Just its current state doesn't seem to be very good. Everyone has wounds from a garbage disposal knife. For him, it's probably just a skin wound. but in its neck position, it's got half a black arrow. I carefully feel a little. It seems that this cracked earth bear is indeed injured. I must have run into some kind of mercenary. The bear's yellow pupils stared more intently, and the big moose prey in the distance. The organism's instincts tell it eating that little dragon would be of great benefit. And by that time, it's not just his wounds that will heal. Power will also be much stronger. In the end, he couldn't hold it anymore. It's lowering down like a ting. Enough. I had just eaten a few pieces when I heard a sudden noise, make startled. I saw the earth bear coming. I can't even swallow the meat in my mouth, immediately ran away. Hannah's body is very small, so it's very flexible to run. The bear is injured, so it's a little inconvenient. But it's still very steadfast, heading for Hannah. Hannah just found out that she was busy, eating without preparing the way back. Fucking no, you're a decoy, and still eat like that. The result is running forever and being cornered at the foot of a cliff. The cracked earth bear immediately stood up straight. Its huge body, when standing up straight more than 5 meters high. He looked oppressive. Come and save me with Jenna. I feel so weak and helpless right now. The earth bear is very excited right now, all the way pursued by those haters. It's held back an angry belly for a long time. It's just right now, maybe a little bit. Right now we've been working quietly. I chose the exact moment. All the attention right now. The bear's mind cracked on the dragon. Now paying attention to cicadas catching mantis, sparrow in the back. I flapped my wings, my whole body jumped up. With the support of wings, the speed this time was unusually fast. I jumped directly behind the cracked earth bear, bite into an eye of a ground-tearing bear. Intense pain. The bear tore the ground and screamed in pain. If it's normal, it's impossible not to detect the type of tons. This stealthy public, but getting hurt, and the baby dragon is easily in sight. Made it lose the vigilance that a wild animals should have. The bear's huge paws tore the ground and grabbed my body, tried to knock it down, but sharp claws, my sharp point pierced deep inside his body. It can't be pulled out. Hannah hurried away from the battlefield. It feels like its small body can't stand it. The bear tore the ground and couldn't shake me off, also become aggressive. I went straight to the cliff. I see its intentions. But his goal has been achieved, and so I jumped off of him. This time the bear tore the ground in great pain. Fresh blood flowed down his cheeks. It looks very painful. Because I still have one eye in my mouth. I chew the meat in my mouth a little bit, then swallow it down. The meat of the beast is different. I also feel his personality seems to be getting more and more brutal. I didn't know that the dragon's nature affected me. Or animal life, society for so long in a previous life. So much pressure has made me explode in this world. But none of this matters. I'm still me. This image caught the only eye of the earth-tearing bear. It almost made him lose his mind. Even when they're being hunted by people who deserve to die. I've never had this kind of injury before. But this young dragon in front of me was so ferocious. The dun bear roared for an hour. Next to it comes some magical energy. Yellow earth. The reason ghosts are stronger than violent animals, it's because they can sense the magical elements. Moving magic. I saw only 7 or 8 yellow earthen thorns quickly crashed up from the ground below me, towards you. I reacted immediately when I saw a dun bear. Earth releases Earth's elemental energy, but still got hit by one of those spikes. The yellow glow on the surface of the fecal bear's body flashed and disappeared. I just got out of the dirt. I felt my body suddenly become very heavy. And then the movement goes down. Technology only delaying the Earth system. I'm not panicking. I can't believe this polar bear is so high quality. Even this kind of magic can work. You see, I am controlled. The polar bear has developed its own, the magic to stone, and rushed straight to. It seems to have seen me break a bone. At that time, it will eat this young dragon alive. I think the conventional narrative, I just need a slit. It's possible to disembowel the bear. Right, illuminating arts, and perform magic. My first language since coming to this world. Illumination is a form of magic used to illuminate light. It's a kind of life support magic. In fact, it's not used much in the dragons. Because of the sight of the dragon's legs, even on any dark night. You can also see everything clearly. And I use it almost all of my power to practice lighting. Make it as effective as a stun grenade. Brightness suddenly appeared. The bear tore the ground with only one eye. Feel very uncomfortable, which causes it to lose sight temporarily. The bear tore open its mouth and roared furiously. The venom that I've been hoarding for so long, like a sharp sword, straight into the mouth of the bear tearing the ground. Right now, the earth-tearing bear couldn't even make a miserable cry. Acid has corroded its throat. Soon his throat was smoking. Its giant body loses weight, volume, and collapse to the ground. The power of the beast is strong. Now the bear tearing the ground still has a breath. His only eye looked at me, step by step closer. Don't blame me. The world is the strong eating the weak. The adapted will survive. I took a deep breath. Then end the pain of the earth-tearing bear. In the eyes of the bear tearing the ground revealed liberation. And after the bear tore the ground to death, predator skills are activated. The wounds on me start to heal at speeds that can be seen with the naked eye. I don't know where to run from. You are so far away. You killed all the water bears. Hannah looked at the body of the water bear and said happily. I didn't answer. It's the rabbit clawed first into the earth's water bear. He's looking for something in his head. A prismatic crystal. Yellow earth appeared in his hands. The earth's water bear is so strong. There's definitely magic in the body. Hannah is slowly shaking my thigh. I looked at her. When I finish eating, the rest is mine. What if it's not enough? Look at the bear cracking the ground, the big body in front of you. In the heart of a joyful battle, bear cracked the ground so big. No matter how much I eat, I can't even eat half of it. Then the rest belongs to him. And I'm looking at the panel in front of me. It's finally cooled down and turned on, a familiar feeling of hunger that covers the whole body. I started eating the ground-breaking bear carcass, starting with the front 4 legs, even raw meat, but the magic contained in the flesh of the magical beast still makes me feel good. Very tough and elastic. %. The number of floors of the canary also began to change. 20%. After eating half the 3rd floor, the party rate just reached 50%. Now I'm starting to swallow the organs of this earth-tearing bear. The smell of the bear's bile and the heart gets stronger, and then some bones. After eating half of the bones, I look at the magic in my hand. There's a stronger smell on it. I didn't hesitate to swallow straight down. Then the floor number of the celebration. The 3rd floor finally reached 100%. I tell Jenna the rest is yours. But you'd better hurry. There may have been other predators recently. Then quickly head towards the bone-eating swamp. He hurried over and started eating. I looked like that just now. He thought I was going to eat all the bears. Fortunately there is a little left, although not much. It's only about a quarter, but it's enough to feed it. I'm not going back to the dragon cave that arbitrarily digs a small cave in a corrosive swamp. Bones and lie there. In the familiar dark space, I quietly looked at my body. Step by step become stronger. They don't stop growing. It didn't seem like I was paying attention this time. Earthy yellow light spots appear in the body. We grow for a long. Accumulate 10,000 floors of champion canary. At the same time that I'm doing the makeover. The 3rd floor. A team of mercenaries came quietly, in a forest on the belt, outside the bone corrosive swamp. A group of 5 people carefully looking around. You sure that earth-tearing bear is here? A muscular blonde man. He has a strong body. He's wearing a big black sash on his back. I'm very sure that earth-tearing bear with my magic arrow on people. The location of the magic arrow points this way. A girl in a tight green dress, wearing a bag on his back. Look closely at the girl's pointed ears and pink hair. You can see she's not human. I can't believe that earth-tearing bear ran so far. Run all the way here. Another young person yawned. What if it doesn't have magic? Another man with appearance. It's almost the same as this young man asked. Both of them are warriors, like Captain Sodo. The difference is that they're swordsmen. Captain Sodo is the shield warrior. This earth-tearing bear must have ghosts. Even though it's still a major, but it's even harder to deal with than the demons, 5th grade that we've ever met. Slowing down is magic, the premise of gravity control. But it's easy to use. That shows the talent of this segmented bear really. Not bad. The only wizard on the team was a young man, wearing a noble white shaman robe. Don't worry about the bill. We can definitely get the magic to get you promoted to 5th level wizard. What's more, the material on that dendritic bear. That's enough for us to make some money. Captain Soda laughed and said. This time they hunted this pollinated bear mainly because Earth Shaman, Bill in their team, is about to level up. I need an earthenware magic ball. Thank you. Bill touching face. You're welcome. We're all brothers. Soda said generously. Delia looked at this scene filled with peace. What she always does. Wants are not these things. My love is like this. But according to intelligence in the corrosive swamp, there may be the existence of adult black dragons. Ilya suddenly said mature black dragon. This time we're not going to kill dragons. We'll not go deep into the corrosive swamps. It's just on the outer rim. It shouldn't be a problem. More, there weren't mercenaries before. I've been to corrosive marshes, but is it safe to return? Seizo thought for a moment and said, I feel when we're a little stronger, we can kill the dragons and enjoy the ultimate glory of the dragon slayer. The swordsman's eyes flashed with lightning. Don't despise any dragons. They're not something we can deal with. Only the legendary mercenaries I can deal with dragons. I mean seriously, Captain. He's responsible for the whole team. If not, any bad decision will destroy the team. Mind you, boss. I was just kidding. And the whole group just went into the woods. At the same time, they finally ended mind molting process. The blood of 123. 5 days in the afternoon. God is a man. I can recover from eating meat, blood and energy by killing the enemy. Recovery is determined by the amount, the blood and energy of the enemy. Nature endowed 2 bodies harmony elements magic earth system. I've been blessed with powerful earth magic. There is more natural endowment harmony element magic earth system. It's pretty good. I just don't know how strong is this earth element friendliness. Now I can really feel the countless. The earth yellow speckle elements. It seems to be in the air. You have to know that this is a bone-eating swamp. I can feel a lot of earth elements. That's it. But in the memory of inheritance, there's not too much tradition of earth magic. I'm a black dragon anyway. More long legs will usually not intentionally learn magic or something. You just need to sleep to grow strong. Who is still practicing? I went to the water to see my body. It should be over 4 meters by now. And the body becomes stronger. Almost got rid of the slender appearance, the tradition of the 5-color dragon. Neck becomes shorter and coarser. The dragon's head becomes bigger. Muscle density in the face is greatly enhanced. To support my strong bite force, the 2 dragon horns on his head reached higher and higher. It seems to pierce the sky. I have no doubt about their sharpness. And underneath the 2 dragon horns there seem to be 2 tiny dragon horns stretching towards the back of the head. It seems more and more like death, right? He must be more handsome than death. I am proud to look at my own appearance. Feel if it used to be that cracked earth bear. I don't need any. Any trick can beat it head on. I don't know how it's going. Seizo and others hidden in the dark grass. Look at everything outside. The expression on everyone's face right now, it's very special. There is surprise, there's fear, but it's mostly excitement. They don't believe themselves and others. Just following the trail of the bear. There was such a big discovery here. Because they discovered a little black dragon. Looking at the animal outside completely unawares. The baby dragon is eating the corpse of the earth bear cracked in your eyes. The twins are all lit up. Captain. We have to calm down. Cracking earth bear is not this baby dragon in front of you. It can kill. So there's definitely a major black dragon here. We should get out of here quickly. Female spirit gunner calmly said Chief. This is a rare opportunity. The value of a black dragon, needless to say, I know how high. This could be an opportunity. Let those of us change our destiny. If you miss it, there will be no more. He stared at the little black dragon. Baby dragons like this are no different from food offered to the mouth. Just catch it alive, whether it's selling to those princes or raising them yourself. Then Lao Di will be a dragon technician. The life of a giant dragon, it cannot be compared to humans. I heard that some dragon engineers will make dragons, perform symbiotic magic life, so that it can share half the life of the dragon. That live for a few hundred to 1,000 years. This is where a powerful family was born. The old man was imagining himself riding the giant dragon with its majestic majesty, and then on the surface of the syrup looks like he's looking at everyone. The old man and his brother both looked agitated, and Delia had a protesting face. He bowed his head and said nothing. Everybody vote. That would be fairer. Who approves of Seizo speaking out? The Lassie brothers immediately raise their hands. Delia stands to one side hugging her bow and arrow. Silence says nothing. I also don't agree with taking too much risk. I had to because as soon as Seizo breathed a sigh of relief, Bill always bowed his head and suddenly raised his hand. Delia couldn't believe looking at Bill. In your impression, Bill is not irrational. There is also a leader. I know the value of a dragon, more than any of you. Lottie is not wrong. Maybe our whole lives, I won't see an opportunity like this again. Catch the baby dragon and go straight. No one can do anything about us. The Bill said a little bit more. Said in a cruel way. Then let's do it. Hannah is still eating the ground cracking bear meat in a delicious way. The meat doesn't rot in the middle. It doesn't feel very good. It should have added a little acid to it. Just chewing and thinking. I don't seem to eat that much. Shouldn't you bring some for the tears? Last time he was taught a battle by the dragon mother. The wound hasn't healed yet. Further later have to try to cling to the thigh of the serum. Right now. An arrow suddenly came out of the grass. Hannah couldn't help but moan in pain. It's not looking in the direction of attack. That quickly ran in the direction the dragon had left. Before that the ground suddenly shook a little. 4 years of rock sticking out of the ground, locked Hannah inside. Delia's precision arrow, directly hit Hannah in the back leg. Combined with Bill's earth magic to lock Hannah up. They know that baby dragons can't fly, so we need to make it incapacitated. Come on, come on. Seizon and a few others rushed out. 2 Lassie brothers take out a giant net. And put it on Hannah. Hannah struggled with some, but it makes the net tighter. Hannah is absolutely desperate. Come quickly to save me. Hannah is very clear about her situation. Hurriedly roar around to leave. Seizon and Luffy pick up Hannah, then quickly move to the side. Bill and Delia backing behind. Delia looked at the baby dragons wailing. I feel helpless in my heart. Liliad, black dragons are the most cunning and shameless evil dragons. This black dragon, when he grows up, does not know that there will be. How many innocent people will die in his mouth? Don't have compassion for it. Bill quickly said, I'm back next to the grizzly bear. I saw that the body had worn out a lot. Looks like Hannah ate quite well. Now my nose smells bad. The dragon's sense of smell is extremely sensitive. Moreover, my energy level is very high. This makes my sense of smell is beyond dragons. Giant normal. Apart from the smell of Hannah and bears tearing the soil here apart. There's a lot of other messy smells. There are some human footprints on the ground. Hannah is in trouble. There's a dangerous light in my eyes. Hannah is a little stupid. It's a long leg anyway. It will be very harmful after growing up. I'm going to consider her my subordinate. This place is the mother of dragons. A few kilometers back and forth like this. Hannah doesn't know where she went. These people dare to enter the land of a black dragon. Adults just don't know what they're capable of. What? I looked carefully at the place next to you. The tiny shadow of the weeping wormwood coming out from behind the grass. He looked at me in amazement. This guy is big again. This is about 3 or 4 times me. We're all baby dragons. Why are you growing up so fast? It's been taken away by humans. Go and tell the dragon mother. I went to find Jenna first. I'm so teary-eyed. I have obviously just arrived. So immediately say. What has been captured by humans? I was surprised to say. If you don't hurry up, it may never come back. I glanced at it coldly. Waving wings, quickly chasing the previous scent. Even though I can't fly yet, but the wings can be used to glide, helps to speed up movement. He looked in the direction I left. Then I looked at the meat on the ground. He bit his teeth and ran towards the mother dragon's lair. The crazy people run away. Seizo feels this is the craziest thing that he's done in his life. Dare to be in the territory of a grown black dragon. Steal her baby. Hurry up. You dare not rest for a moment. They all know the seriousness of the situation. If you're stopped by an adult black dragon, their end is predictable. And Hannah, they've just been drugged with a large amount of magic. She's completely fallen asleep. After this we will be completely human. Stand on thousands of people. You guys are persistent. In the heart, only Delia's blue eyes flashed with worry. Thuro and his companions have never faced adult dragons. And she personally experienced the horrors of the dragon. Mature. That invincible power she'll never forget her whole life. She thinks it's Seizo and his gang's decision this time. It is extremely unwise. After chasing for a while, through his superhuman vision, I finally saw those people. I'm about 500 meters away from these people right now. Under the cover of the jungle, the enemy did not find out. Based on the techniques of probing inherited memories, I know the power level of those people. A 4th level earthbending magician, a 5th grade warrior, and a spirit archer. I also dare to get close to the cave, adult dragon's nest. I dare to steal my dragon. I carefully weigh the difference, the power of both sides, then feel can try a little. Although it's better to wait for the black mother dragon to be safe. But I know if the black mother dragon does it, the victory, products on those people, it won't be mine anymore. Don't underestimate the value of the dragon's treasure. No matter how much I contribute, the black mother dragon will not give her any silver. And thinking about this, I'm starting to get Ray. And coincidentally, those people stopped too. Brother, take a break. We're coming out of the jungle. We couldn't. I can't stand a long march like this anymore. You can't wipe the sweat on your face. We have to hurry to the city of Kalani. Seizo hasn't said anything yet. Delia next door spoke directly. But I'm tired, and this baby dragon is quite heavy. You guys have always stopped. Bill wants to give some advice. There's a cold flash in my eyes. The opportunity came and fought first to attack the magician. He suddenly exploded like a giant death-headed dragon directly bit the neck and shoulders of Bill. On the bill, light yellow soil forming a protective layer. But the protective layer under my teeth can only support. It's broken in less than a second. Wait until Seizo and the others react. It's not too late. Bill's neck and left shoulder immediately disappeared. No more traces. Fresh blood splashed on the faces of the others. Bill, the damn thing. They didn't expect the Bill. A dragon suddenly appeared killing. Even his defensive magic. It doesn't work. Was bitten by this baby dragon with its teeth. Seizo leads up from behind himself. The giant shield thrown towards the Sarong. Delia also took out her bow and arrow. The magic arrows. The blue doesn't stop shooting at me. Lousy brothers on one side. Also one left one right start clamping attack me. I picked up Bill's body. Tossed towards Delia. Try to get around the other three. That attack to attack Delia. The wizard is gone. It's time for Hai. But Seizo didn't give me a chance. In his rage, he explodes all the silver air, white on people, speed up and use my shield to stop my attack. My shadow directly and that giant shield bumped into each other. The syrup was knocked out. And I didn't move. But this also stopped his movement. And you're so brave. I speak the Chinese language of the mainland, whether it was a previous life or this life. This is the first time I've killed anyone. More than living. Touch and bite off the lower half of the opponent's body. Fresh blood is still dripping at the corners of the mouth, but he doesn't seem to have a clue about this feeling. Fill the syrup, and restore your soul. Think of the Bill's miserable appearance. His heart hurts so much. I see that, shaking my head. Then go to hell. I don't shy away, but directly face up to the sharp fangs, bite into Seizo's giant shield. Just heard a noise. The shield was immediately bitten off by me. I chewed a little, and swallowed it straight down. It doesn't taste bad. Seizo startled tries to suppress grief. The monster looks like a baby dragon, in front of you absolutely. It's not something you and others can deal with. Everybody go ahead, I'll stay behind and save a good man. As soon as Seizo looked next to him singing, the two brothers don't know when. He led the dragon away. Only Delia remained steadfast behind him loud Sodo. How can anyone be like that? Seizo grieved and outraged. He didn't expect it at the most dangerous time. The two brothers are like brothers. Abandoning my friends again. I ridiculed looking at it all. Never try to test people's hearts. Delia you go, Seizo, watch out for me. Seizo I Delia want to say something. Come on Seizo directly attack me. Donna if you can go. The dragon said coldly. Are you awake now, brothers? What to do before? This fuzzy chicken complex also dared to steal dragons. I directly unleashed all my power. Tears in Delia's eyes. She pulled out her bow and shot some arrows, and jump on a tree. Get out of here. The arrow that shot into my scales left some white marks. One of them shoots at the scales in the abdomen, but the muscles are stuck. Even the blood doesn't flow. I grabbed Seizo's shield with two claws. He gripped the shield that flew out. Seizo took a stick from behind his long sword, and slashed it at me. I spit out a sip of acid, but aeration on Seizo's body. It's blocked my acid. And I am going to use the Seizo. Seizo quickly stabilizes the body. As soon as Seizo keeps moving forward, he looked down at his chest, where a dragon's claw pierced through his body. From Seizo's mouth endlessly bleeding. We shouldn't be greedy. Seizo's eyes gradually lost their color. His eyes looked up at the distant sky full of nostalgia. He has a wish. He always liked a pretty and quiet goblin. He is a real warrior. But our position is different. I watched Seizo fall. This is a world of big fish swallowing small fish, If only he had no power. People like Seizo, I will not hesitate to catch or kill him. Or be enslaved by others for life, trampled underfoot. Or the blood of the dragon scales. His cactus was killed by someone else. It's made into some kind of powerful magic. Even the steel forest of a past life, or the magical world of this life, they're all big fish swallowing small fish. If you don't want to die, then we can only let. Those who want to die must die, whether it's a human or any other creature. I don't think about it anymore. My heart is very steady right now, to the body of the shaman. Bill started looking at him. But I only found one thing. It's like a broken jewel. I looked at the ring on Bill's finger. Then pull it out. Use the spirit of probing inside. Detect a space of several square meters. There's all kinds of armor inside, ore and some gold coins, silver coin with some magic scrolls. It seems that this is the magic air. It's a storage device that's been engineered by some wizards. Space. The nature of this bill is certainly not trivial. The furniture inside is quite rich. Now is not the time to arrange. At this moment a dragon roared furiously. The whole bone-eating swamp and the forest next door. In the forest, whether it's some magical beast or some violent species, it's all shaking. Some animals are even threatened with death. I know the black dragon is angry. Quickly he put matty gas in his mouth and waited quietly. Spot followed, a giant black shadow falling from the sky. Huge body. The black dragon appeared in front of me. Body is 16 meters long and free, in an unabashedly way, full of pressure. It's a long time. The black dragon looked at his body on the ground and said, "The first thing I heard, since coming to this world. They were taken away by the mercenaries. I tried my best to kill two, but still can't stop. I look struggling. The black dragon is very angry. A tail whipped me away. She even ignored how I could have been killing a 5th level warrior and a 4th level magician. Black dragon magic experience, dragon language and poetry. I followed the technique and flew in one direction. They stood up after the black dragon left. Black dragon is just a little angry, not heavy-handed. The brothers are frantically fleeing with Jenna. Old D, we just left you and they're really okay. The two brothers are very comfortable. After a look from the old man, directly chose to run away. The elder brother, and they are clearly not rivals. They can buy us some time. Just let us get away with it. We'll thank them for the rest of our lives. In my eyes filled with coldness. But without you, but nothing at all. Didn't I tell you? We are all brothers. They could have died there because of our brother's money. Death has meaning. I heard my brother say that with a sigh. In front is Kelly. Just enter the city, even if it's a grown black dragon. There's nothing we can do about it. Looking at the wall in the distance. If you say that, hurry up. The two quickly came out of the forest, towards the nearby city wall within inches of running towards. They saw a lot of mercenaries coming into the city. I immediately breathed a sigh of relief, but with the dragon's roar. Your brain is immediately empty. The boundless dragon's power completely crushed the two of them. By the time they're done, it's too late. Giant wings that seem to cover the sky. On the wall in the distance, the sirens are ringing all the time. So to watch the black dragon grow up in the sky, I was scared to death. But his reaction was quick. He took Hannah out of his pocket. Then get down on your knees. Panic, says Black Dragon. She honorable model. We didn't mean to offend. Please calm your anger. The Black Dragon didn't pick up Hannah. He opened his mouth as wide as a pot of blood and bit down. In his desperate cry, it swallowed him. Soda was next door. I want to go to heaven. And had to make her threaten the Black Dragon lady. But the Black Dragon is incredibly fast. In the blink of an eye, he didn't even make a sound. Was bitten in 2 pieces. It's actually just a sip of acid. You're both broken. But the Black Dragon loves this kind of killing. It doesn't pay attention to the Jenna that's staring at its feet, but turned his gaze to the distant wall. Now the soldiers on the walls of Kalini. I panicked and the chaos grew fast. The magic cannons are preparing archers. Hurry up, Scorpion, prepare to fire. Where is the wizard? The Black Dragon laughed. Look at all this. People are stupid and weak. How to understand the power of the dragon's foot. The Black Dragon flies up. She's like a king looking down. Your territory. Look at Kalini. In the eyes of the 5-color dragon humanoid creature, it's just a rover or a worm. They firmly believe that they are for the world. It's the natural ruler. So, all the wealth in this world is theirs. Shoot arrows. The commander on the wall saw that, and hurriedly ordered. The soldiers were soon nervous. Immediately let go of the bow, in the hands of countless arrows, interspersed with some magical plants. Price grain towards the black dragon in the sky and shoot. The black dragon uses his power. One flapping of its wings creates a storm. Except for a few wild iguanas. All the arrows fell. A few arrow winds, broken by the black dragon. Then the black dragon flew over the city. He looked down at the ground, and gave a cruel smile. Tonical acid solution from the mouth of the black dragon. Spray out, then quickly spread to half the city. Kalani is like having just experienced an acid rain. Immediately a cry echoed everywhere. To save the life of someone who helps us, with the cry of countless warriors. I'm really afraid of people. Now a white light flashed. A man in a shaman's robe. White hand magic stick. Middle-aged man, fly not far from the black dragon. He is the owner of Kalani. Illuminator leveled Icho. Now he's looking at this with an unsightly face. Isn't there an armistice? What is this black dragon crazy about? The great black dragon queen who, have you forgotten to make a deal with us? You are in front of one side. Behind one. You sent someone to steal my son. The black dragon said angrily. Of course it's because of this. I don't know if I'm angry or not. The great black dragon queen. Where did this come from? Geo suspicious asked. So what is this? The black dragon pointed to with a stupid face on the ground, and questioned. Look at this. The method is clear. Comes from professional mercenaries on Hannah. Rio's face becomes unsightly. This is the one who steals the dragon you stole. Are you still being discovered? If you get caught, stop and get caught out. The black dragon queen is definitely one. Misunderstanding. Geo quickly regained his calm. You are insulting a great dragon. Star black dragon, war for an hour. Then from the corrosive forest behind her, hundreds of creatures have crawled out. There are nasty things. And the disgusting crocodiles, and mixed up some things like terrorist wolves and giant blankets. From a distance I'm hiding in the bushes watching this. I know this must be the black dragon's subordinate. It's not very powerful, but in my eyes. Rio, and the people in the city of Kalanhi. This means that the black dragon, this cunning, is about to go mad. Black dragon queen, who wants us to pay the price. Then we can go back. Geo is very annoying in his heart. But we have to say that humans are stupid. Who do you think I am? The black dragon said coldly. Geo instant headache. It seems like there will be a small price to pay this time. This name doesn't seem so easy to please. These 5-colored dragons were supposed to turn into corpses. I'm actually looking at the black dragon. They also seem to be hiding something. This time I just borrowed an excuse to make it big. I quietly withdrew. The next one has nothing to do with me. I didn't go back to the cave. The dragon went to a valley not far from the dragon's cave. This is where Jenna said she wanted to nest with me. I don't know if there are many demons around, but I kind of like this place with water and trees. It's surrounded by an extremely concentrated smell of horror. They opened the Earth System Wizard's magic air. Start looking at what's inside. Gold coins are about 300. Tens of dollars. And there's also some gems of all kinds. And most importantly, there's some magic, and some earth magic books, written in the central language of the mainland, for the black dragon to see nothing difficult. Earth System primary magic, earth and wear magic, and intermediate level earthbending magic that binds. Primary magic of the arterial system. Earth System advanced magic, seismic engineering, mother of the restored lilies. Delay techniques reduce the speed of enemy movement. This magician is rich. I feel like it can be a dragon. The land is huge. I'm friendly with the earth element. Learning shouldn't be too difficult. I'm not a 5-color dragon, native of this world. They don't value some human things, or something like that. Kaplan is some to magic, and martial arts. They just need to accumulate time. It can be strong. Why do I have to spend time studying magic? What do you do when you have time to go to bed? To start following the instructions in the magic book. To build his magic model. In my view, that this earth element glow is like children. Stupid around me. According to my mental adjustment. The model is quickly built complete. More than 30 trees, giant cone-shaped earth spikes from underground. Pierce through full of commotion. I feel that's all this magic seems to do. The first is that it's too slow. For some organisms that have faster reaction rates. It doesn't pose any threat at all. But there's an idea in my heart. I started moving the target to the deferral. For this miracle, I am no stranger. The earth-cracking bear used to build it. It's just that I managed to survive. But there's no denying its extraordinary power. Anyway, the magic is related to gravity. It's not that simple. The construction of the magic model of delay. It's more than twice as complicated as magic. This makes it a lot of work. Delay the arc. Eve performed delaying magic on myself. Immediately a heavy pressure fell on me. I can still take it. But this is for me. If other people are weaker than me. It's not a simple magic. The speed of the delay is quite fast. It's a few times faster than magic. I started at the same time. Delay art, and earth bending. But the earth spines are cones of magic. Stab again. But this time the difference is under control. The number of spikes has been greatly reduced. Instead, they've turned into spikes over a meter long. The number tripled. Coverage range reaches 20 meters. It becomes a circle. This is exactly the scope of slowing down. Within this range the enemy no matter what. I will also suffer attack of these earth thorns. I'm a genius. Let's call this a demolition. I remember that terrorism. I don't have a skill similar to this one. However, this skill still has room to improve. For example, adding a swamp trick to slow down the enemy. I suddenly discovered that my creation. The skill is still quite interesting, right when I'm passionate about greeting. With their own exclusive skills, Lord of the City of Kalingi. Geo is not happy. This time in the court of Lord Geo with an unsightly face. Look at the empty treasure. To satisfy the stomach of that dying black dragon. He gave almost everything, property and the treasure for that black dragon, including rare treasures, prepared to pay tribute to King of the Old Kingdom. It can't go on like this. This black dragon is getting greedy. Have to get rid of it. Geo's eyes looked determined. He quickly wrote a letter and put it in a yellow envelope. Lord, you have nothing to say. A guard in heavy silver armor came in. Send this letter to the capital. Wear a face to the king. Geo lowered his voice in obedience. Watch the guards leave. Geo laughed coldly. There are many kingdoms on this continent. Kingdomware is not very strong type, but not a black dragon can resist. This time we must eliminate it. It doesn't matter if it was a treasure or something. Everything sent out now will be returned twice as much. Dragon Cave in Corrosive Swamp. The Black Mother Dragon saw a lot more in front of her. Treasure and eyes filled with joy. These poor people still have treasure. Next time we will make them raise more. A lot of treasure this time. If they don't eat meat, they all do that. Actually, Lisa the Black Dragon has just grown up. She's 100 and a year old this year. According to human age, that is. A 17-18-year-old girl. At this age, any 5-color dragon has as much treasure as she does. Not thinking about here. Dragon Mom Black satisfied. Crawl on the treasure and start rolling outside the cave. Jenna and Wormwood are trembling. After being blackened by the mother dragon, grab a claw, bring back. It was thrown outside the cave. This time it was a big blow to him. Anyway, it's almost been taken by humans. You are also too careless. If you don't risk your life to wake up, Mom is sleeping. You were soon taken away by humans and stripped of your bones. I am proud to say. Thank you very much. But still look scared. The outside world, it's scary. She'll be here until she grows up. So you'd better at least go out with Sarah. My eyes are very good to you. I ate a lot of ground bear meat. The meat is delicious and you can lick your lips. But the dragon is especially hunting for you. Tears full of wonder. Among the dragons of color, there is no deep brotherly feeling. Bullying is good to take care of, not to mention hunting. How difficult it is for a demon at this stage. Even if you catch it, you can't share it. What is Salom doing? Maybe she wants to mate with him. Tears of stupidity in the heart of discontent. Dalon Maestra. But it's not the age of stress. Your tears are so hungry. I wanted to go find the dragon and suddenly said, you idiot right now. I said just now that I will never go out again. Tears of anger, one bite in Jenna's ear. But if we don't go out, we can eat. She looked weeping in a strange way. You only know how to eat and eat. You know, with all your exasperated tears, do you always eat the earth? I saw it in the cave. There seems to be a land, much less so. What's wrong with you, the greatest black dragon queen of the future? How can we eat land? And I say that with contempt. I'm going to find the dragon myself. Shake your head and run outside. I'm looking at the back of my head a little crazy. Even a dragon that eats the earth can't be found. I'm standing on an empty space right now, 4 feet on the ground. Close your eyes, feel something. For a moment. Suddenly behind me there was a small mound. I found you and am waiting for you. Swinging the tail, a creature more than 3 meters long that's been hit straight away. It looks like it's taking itself to the tail. Sarah turned her head and looked back. The creature is lying on the ground. It's a hellish spider. Outer shell black 8, the horrible eyes, along with the green fur on their feet. It all proves that it's not easy to deal with. Now it's not stopping to howl at me. The hell spider is a kind of ghost that lies in the ground. Every hair on the body is poisonous. There is not much meat on them. I don't want to eat this. But we still have to solve it, because our nest is built right next to it. There's a competitor. Your food will be much less. To solve it, I've recorded the whole thing. Actively step on the spider's web trap that it's tooted. Broke with the surge of magic power on me. The spider of hell feels his body heavy. When it wants to run away, countless thorns of earth are enchanted, suddenly rising from the ground, pierce through us. This is not what he imagined. I thought I'd blow it up. Look at the hellish spider fluttering. I sprayed a sip of acid to finish it off. So long, you're hunting again. And now you're running. I look at her. It must be said that the resilience of the dragon's legs is very strong. Piercing wound on Hannah's leg. It heals so quickly. This is for you. I pointed to the spider in the dark underground, forwarded by acid next to. I said, thank you, Sarah Hannah. It comes up, grabs a spider's leg, and starts to gnaw. I'm not comfortable looking at it. Please don't go in a hurry. In Hannah's eyes there was a plea. It remembers. Last time I ate alone, I was attacked. Don't worry, I'm not going. Now my eyes light up. I've been practicing earth arterial magic. Feel it clearly. Underground right now. It seems that some creature is approaching. I think there will be a good opponent this time. As Hannah was gnawing at the spider's head, 2 tentacles 4 meters long immediately broke the ground and rushed. Squeeze Hannah you. Sarah Hannah jumped up 3 meters in fear, just rolling and crawling towards me. I went straight ahead and bit off a tentacle, accompanied by a roar. The snarl echoed. It's a giant object, breaking the topsoil and showing up in front of everyone. Look at the half-fish. Again like a squid-like creature. Inherited memories in my head provided information. The bottom of the sea. That's right. This is the bottom of the sea. The most remarkable feature of the sea ghost. There are 4 shapes. That's it. These squid-like tentacles are mainly used to attack heats of prey. I didn't expect such a big fish to come. Dragon, we're not going to fight back. The weak say you. Not you stand aside. I devoured the sea-severed tentacle. Glad to go to the side. I don't know if there is a monster. I looked at the sea bottom ghost. Now I don't see it as evil anymore. This time I activate the party endowment. After the tiger is done. Immediately a strong feeling of hunger came. The party begins. I'm going straight to the bottom of the sea like a tiger. The bottom of the sea has opened its round mouth. Inside full of sharp teeth. It's not weak. Use the other 3 tentacles. Towards me I twisted myself to dodge 2 tentacles. One of the other tentacles hit me in the back. The suction on the surface of the tentacles broke some scales on the dragon's body. The power is also quite large. The devil saw that he had injured the enemy. Take the opportunity to win. The remaining 3 tentacles form a pattern, rushing towards my body. I seem to have a lot of confidence. Then, under the impulse of hunger, I grabbed a tentacle of the bottom fish demon and ate. Progress. The party also slowly increased from 0%. The devil feels pain and wants to pull out his tentacles, but I didn't give him this chance. I swallowed its tentacles directly. The bottom doter let out a cry of pain and anger. 2 tentacles. The rest mercilessly crashed against my back. But I didn't care. I've determined this one can't break through defenses. Pay attention to what it does. The party is the most important. At this time the bottom fish devil sees the situation is not good. I want to go back underground. I'm certainly not going to give him this opportunity. I'm lying directly on the back of the bottom fish demon and start eating. The dragon is cruel. I am done. I can't believe I started eating this bottom fish demon alive. And I'm eating more and more. The resistance of the bottom fish devil is getting weaker and weaker. In the end, it didn't move at all, because I directly hollowed out its entire back. And I stopped eating it after a while. Banquet progress is also stuck at 80%. I discovered if you continue to eat, the progress of the party will still increase. But rather slowly. Even if you eat all the demonic fish on the bottom of the sea, this will not increase anymore. The rest is mine. I told Hannah, drooling next to me. I am in a hurry. But this time it's eating and looking in the direction I am leaving, to stop me from going too far. I then starved and went into the cave that I had dug. Open the air magic of the previous Earth system magician. Immediately a fragrance enters the body. This gold coin is golden. It must be delicious. I took a handful of gold coins and threw them in my mouth. Party progress increased by about a point. And then eat the whole one. That smells better. The quality of this magic cane is also very spicy to me. If you have a little money, you can taste the chives. Just compared to gold, money provides a slightly worse banquet schedule. I soon ate most of the gold. And the party's progress is finally here. 100%. I just laid down in the cave, quietly waiting for the makeover. It's still that black space. I'm like an outsider. Watch your body slowly change. The neck is slowly getting bigger and stronger. At the same time, the bones in the neck begin to close the gap. This makes my neck slowly shorten. 4 horns. The dragon on the head is getting bigger, until it extends to the neck. At the same time, above the nose also appeared a sharp horn. The chin is also getting thicker. The muscles in the face increase a little. The bite force is stronger. Muscles on the extremities also become increasingly toned, like steel reinforcement. Then the whole body starts to grow. The back starts to get bigger. Scales on the body, it's not like the other black dragons, become gray with age. That carries a little bit of metal. Then I opened my eyes and stood up. The blood of 150 floors. 4 cooling off periods of 5 days. God is a meat eater. I can restore blood and energy by killing the enemy. Recovery is determined by the amount, the blood and energy of the enemy. A natural endowment of the earth magic element. I was endowed with powerful earth magic. No new gifts added. Seems to have been increased, based on the characteristics of the object that we've swallowed. Unfortunately is real. The strength of the sea monster this time is higher than the bear country, but there's no magic. It seems that the ingredients will be more diverse in the future. More gold and silver. It seems to be used to strengthen the defense. His dragon scales. This is not bad either. I've measured my body at almost 6 meters. This growth rate is not normal. Don't talk about how big bodies get heavy. For the real dragon, the larger the size, the more flexible. Because large size means great power. The power in the body is abundant. I spread my wings. This time the wings are much bigger. The wingspan is almost 9 meters. Try flapping your wings like you can fly. I slowly walked out, and wallowing in tears. They're together again at my store. Sorry. I didn't eat all the fish at the bottom, so I shared a little joy with her. Be careful to say, the last time I helped her. It doesn't. I have to eat land to get through the day. It's also about having more friends, but this is my booty. Even though I gave it to him. But I still have to explain a little. I'm not saying anything right now, because it was taken aback by my size. Why are you growing up again? With tears in my eyes. It's as if I just reacted. That's right, why is Sarum growing again? I didn't notice the 2 little dragons. It's just some leftovers. I'll try to run a little. Then quickly flapped his giant falling wings. Then I feel my limbs slowly leaving the ground. It's even going straight up through the wind. I look at the ground, and it's getting smaller and smaller. I also became excited, whether it was a previous life or this life. This is the first time I fly with my own power. Sitting on a plane doesn't count. I felt the sound of the wind blowing through my ears. I see things on the ground getting smaller and smaller. I can't help but feel a sense of pride in my heart. Long ago I had to be strong. Have fun and enjoy the most wealth. Must have been the most beautiful women on this continent. Trampled everyone under my feet, shaking my head. Before doing these things, let's accumulate a few thousand canopies first. First, set a small goal, 1,000 canary floors. Thinking of this, I keep flying. I don't use magic to float. It's flying on its own wings. I feel my wings against some dragon, that size. As big as I am, even bigger. Everyone knows I'm on the colored dragons. The red dragon has the largest wings. They can also fly directly without the use of ghosts. It's not like other colored dragons. So black dragon, blue dragons and white dragons are not good at long distance flying. I tried a little bit more magic to aid in flight. And immediately my speed increased dramatically. Janet and Wormwood, tears watching me fly with my mouth open wider and wider. My head also rises to the height of my flight. Until I can no longer see it. This is still a dragon, she muttered with tears. Dragon is not like that. Let's talk about this demonic fish at the bottom of the sea. The shark can easily kill it. But demonic fish at the bottom of the sea, it could easily kill us both. Here's the difference. The dragon must have been blessed by God. He shook his head and said, it's used to me sleeping. It's a big change. Tears, say nothing more. But also trying to eat the rotten flesh of the sea-bottom devilfish. Thought for a moment it started chewing bones again. Don't you like to eat bones? It also eats. A few days later the city of Kalani was a little different, Geo. As the owner, humbly crouching in front of the person above. A blonde young man in yellow was celebrating. Your Grace Lavia, I can't believe the king let you come here to handle this. She was very polite, and Lavia smiled and nodded. The smile on his face was radiant. He turned around, speak softly to a young woman wearing. Don't worry about the 7 nobles behind. This time we will definitely solve the dragon. Thank you, Lord Lavia. I really don't know how to thank you. Grateful tears flowed from Lura's eyes. With our relationship, I need to say these words. Love is your brother. He died indistinctly here. Even the body is no longer there. How can I sit still and do nothing? Lavia's eyes flashed with cold. Then he pretended to accidentally grab Laura's hand. Laura shows a Lavia fetish face. You're brave. Immediately she quietly pulled out her hand. Don't worry, this time I will definitely become a killer. Great dragon, Lavia proudly said. But your majesty, that black dragon has grown up. It's not easy to deal with. Geo, look Lavia. It's a little awkward looking like a 5th grade magician. Don't worry, Master Zio. I have my own way. This time I brought 2 8th grade warriors. And most importantly, this. Lavia took out 2 scrolls of paper from her air magic. This is a magic scroll. Forbid Zio's uncle to retract. This kind of magic scroll is French only. The new transmission engineer can produce extremely high value. I can't believe Lavia has 2. If I ask this battle we will definitely win. Geo took a deep breath. He didn't expect. The king gave him 2 scrolls of forbidden magic. Under 2 spells forbidding him, that dragon certainly can't fend off. This kind of magic only adult dragons wore. The dragon can fight back, right? Where was the spirit that informed you before? Think of the face. The spirit's delicate and white legs. Lavia in the womb rises afire. She only saw me once. My brother was killed by a black dragon. I'm leaving. In Laura's eyes there was a flash of disgust. This disgusting guy wants to mess with Delia. If we don't have to borrow his power for revenge. Her a carving. I don't want to be with this kind of crap. It's a shame. At first I thought of inviting her to my house as a guest. Lavia shook her head in disappointment. The owner arranged a place for us. He can regroup the army. Tomorrow we're going to deal with this black dragon. Lavia waving in obedience to his majesty Dio clasped hands. Then every order is sent down. The atmosphere of the whole city of Kalani, it's starting to get stressful. The next morning on the city square of Kalani. Hundreds of warriors in heavy armor. The silver is concentrated here. There's also some little shamans mixed in there. Lavia, Laura, and Gio are at the top of the square. Lavia wants to give a speech of encouragement before the battle, to encourage the spirit, but the words that come to my mouth can't be said. Gio realizes the awkwardness of Lavia. He silently shook his head. King, his majesty, do you really want to pass the kingdom on to this kind of person? The king had only one such son. The rest are princesses. We have an important mission today. It's killing the evil dragon in the corrosive swamp. Joe loud voice. What he just said. The soldiers below are no longer calm. What are you kidding? With people like he how to deal with that evil dragon. Go as base. The scary shadow of the black dragon last time. It's still etched in the minds of some soldiers. We have his majesty Levi the king's son. He's brought in powerful warriors and wizards. We can definitely defeat the evil dragon. Until then, you can all become dragon slayers. Dragon slayer encouragement. Then we also become dragon slayers. The eyes of some soldiers lit up. Soldiers returning from this expedition. Everyone will get a gold coin. It depends on the number of enemies killed, but there's more rewards. Chio says a gold coin on this continent. The purchasing power of gold is not weak. It's a normal family. It doesn't cost $1 a year. This is from Chio. That's what brought these soldiers. The incentive is strong, enough for them to risk their lives. And now in the swamp, it's eroding bones. Black dragon. I'm still sleeping next to my treasure. I didn't know that anyone was planning Dragon Slayer, and I am in my cave studying that France. There are people outside who follow and weep. Arterial geography associated with that exploration. It seems we can explore for ore underground. I'm working on new magic combinations. Ever since our understanding of banquets has deepened, I started preparing combinations of ingredients. More materials needed for the banquet later. There will definitely be more and more. The quality will also be higher. I've got to keep experimenting to get a better combination. But the growls. Continuity in the mountains has interrupted thinking. What's wrong? I'm pissed off coming out of the cave. There's a lot of human troops outside. That's the last crew. They went into the forest with the slogan "Kill the Jenna Dragon." Looks extremely tense. I'm a little suspicious about killing dragons. What would you do if you wanted to kill a dragon? Last time I lost my face. He fell to the ground without killing the dragon. But because these people dared to use that slogan, what that means is, they have a certain level of confidence to win. Black dragon. This is not a good thing for me to say. Although the Black Dragon is not completely fulfilling the responsibilities of a mother, but before she provided me with a safe haven. The fake powers, humans and other powerful beasts for fear of. The strength of the Black Dragon did not dare to enter the swamp. Ferocian. This gives me, and them great security. If you don't find yourself, you won't die. As for hunting dragons, you eat land. Your Black Dragon won't care about this, except for the merciless red dragons. Your Majesty, this is not a good thing to do. Chia watched hundreds of soldiers shout slogans, kill dragons and steady forward. At first he thought he was going to lure the Black Dragon out, and let Lavia use the forbidden uncle to smash it and destroy it. But this guy, to show his strength, in front of that woman, decided to flaunt the status quo and confront the Black Dragon head on. We are the regulars of the Kale Kingdom. What is a sneak attack? Lavia looked Lura behind and sternly said, it's like doing that will show the full brilliance of his manhood. Lura, I can't believe this guy is so unreliable. Smiling, he said, Your Majesty is right. We take this opportunity for everyone on the mainland. The power of the Key Kingdom. And just as they predicted, my husband is angry with these people. When these soldiers are still shouting slogans, a giant shadow, rising from the distant marshes, the mother dragon's 16-meter-long body is at a small mountain hovers over the heads of these soldiers. People deserve to die. You dare to bother the great Black Dragon again. Endless little acid liquid stars coming down from the sky. Some soldiers didn't even react. As corroded the body immediately down. Someone help me with a soldier whose face is corroded by acid. He scratched his face with his hand. I can't believe I pulled out my own eyes. The armor on them is absolutely impossible. Against the dragon's breath of a Black Dragon. Major Goddess. My life saved me. I want to go home. No more gold. The Black Dragon looked at the soldiers below. In dire circumstances, cruel open mouth, cloudy objects, the Black Dragon has developed her dragon grammar. In the dress, this bone-eating swamp is filled with toxic gases. Under the influence of cloud magic, they spread to all the soldiers. Like monsters devouring flesh and blood, there was a dragon breath. The soldiers didn't even react. Was immediately covered in poison gas. Out of the gas, a lot of people, dwarf earth-wearing rags. With dinosaurs and species, other violent, the people of this Black Dragon. Accustomed to the poisonous gas of the bone-eating swamp. So they're like fish eating water in a toxic atmosphere. Free to slaughter lives. Some people even started eating raw, human soldiers. Black Dragon flies to the top of the geo. And others, your people will pay the price. In her eyes, the whole thing is determined. Endless dragon badge pressed down Geo, and others. This is blood pressure. Two warriors beside Geo despite wanting to run away. But still protect next to Lavia. This is their responsibility, and Lavia is about to piss her pants. Your Highness quickly forbade Lyra to remind. It is forbidden. Lavia hurriedly pulled out a roll of yellow earth paper. Using magic power on my body starts to activate, as magic is infused into the surrounding elements. The land claim has been activated. The Black Dragon sensed that something was wrong. She turned to those people and started to breathe, but acid just came in front of them. Was blocked by a semi-transparent wall. This is a magical weapon. Expensive on people. Lavia is promoted. Effect. At the same time, I suddenly looked up at the sky. Shining and tearfully looking up to. Go to the sky but see nothing. What's wrong with the dragon? The surrounding soil elements are not. There seems to be some kind of magic. I haven't finished yet. Immediately countless asteroids carried the flame, pouring down from the sky. The whole bone-eating swamp, even the forest next door is covered in it. This is the magic that forbids rain. I've seen it on magic scrolls before, but there's no model. Magic and spells. More magic in my body now. There's no way to cast this kind of magic. Run to see that the situation is not right. They started to hide in the distance. Far long wait. We are in a hurry, and we are in a hurry. I didn't choose to fly. Countless giant asteroids are falling from the sky. Flying now is no different than looking for death. In the forest, no matter the soldiers, is a relative of. The Black Dragons all showed desperate faces. They couldn't avoid it at all. After the dragon used a claw to break up an asteroid. He stares hard at Geo and others in the distance. People who deserve to die. There is magic that forbids you. She had some broken scales on her. Your Highness the Prince. Your uncle's forbidden magic is a large-scale meteor shower. Why not say it first? Geo looked sadly at the soldiers in the distance. Each meteorite smashed into dead flesh. There's no one left. If you knew this was forbidden magic, he won't bring any soldiers here. This is clearly self-seeking to die in vain. Obviously, just use the meteor shower. Geo, do you dare to doubt my decision? Levi, he looked at Geo who was angry with an unkind face. Just a small city lord. Just a few soldiers. Being able to die on the path of killing dragons is their honor. Waiting for us to slay the dragon and get its treasure. You can recruit as many soldiers as you want. Levi looked at the Black Dragon. The meteor rain in the distance says. Geo was angry, but he had no choice. But the meteor shower is a large-scale magic. Can't seem to kill the Black Dragon. They can do a little damage to it. Laura next door hurriedly began to calm the air. That's right, meteorite rain is forbidden magic used on the battlefield. Single target damage is not high. Don't forget, I have another forbidden magic scroll. Lavia, tell your majesty to hurry up. That Black Dragon is coming towards us. A warrior hurriedly said. The Black Dragon is currently supporting some asteroids. Flying towards Lavia. In your eyes. Levi used it. The last remaining forbidden magic scroll, eye level fire element recall, along with Levi using paper roll, You feel the infinite light and heat. The black dragon in the distance just rushed in front of you. He was knocked out by a large fireball, banging against the cliff, then a whole body creature made of fire. The giant appeared in the air. It's the one that spits out the fireball, that's good. Hild Levi excitedly said. Black dragon shakes his head. Roar for an hour towards the element of fire. Black dragon hydrophilic. They hate this kind of fire attribute attack. Black dragon looks at the scales on his body. It's burned to the point of cracking. It whips its tail towards the element of fire, but the tail goes directly through the body of the fire element. It doesn't cause any damage. It's useless element. Fire is almost immune to physical attacks. Laura shook her head. As far as I know, after the fire element is summoned, it seems that time is limited. The element of fire. This seems to be stronger than the legend. The magic power on the paper is enough to sustain this fire element. It exists at least one time. That's enough to kill the black dragon. This is not a normal element of fire. It's the Fire Lord. Lavia look Lara. Explain the black dragon. The other side has fallen into disrepair from the beginning. The most powerful physical of the dragon legs useless to the enemy. Mafai. Her language doesn't cause too much damage. Even worse, there is climbing, and 2 more 8th grade warriors are stalking. This battle, if you continue, the black dragon will probably lose. The black dragon is very clear about this, but told her to just give up all her treasures. She left the lake in her heart very badly. Others also recognize the fatigue of the black dragon. Everybody pay attention, don't let her escape the black dragon. I give you a chance. Bless me, and make a covenant with me. You will have a brighter future. Lavia arrogantly says, if possible, the better to capture this adult black dragon. The black dragon looked at Lavia like a fool, and continued to deal with the Fire Lord. In front of my eyes, this guy's magic is quite powerful. Blair Dragon Lee. Several times she wanted to go around elemental fire to kill Lavia, and others are blocked. 2 level 8 warriors and Geo level 8 magician. The light system makes it impossible for the black dragon to get close. No one noticed Levi. He feels a little confused. In the eyes of the color dragon, people are just ants on the ground. How can we take people as our masters? Even metal dragons. Adults will not accept the owner. Uncle Long Yuan. I see more and more wounds on my body, but made a choice. She started flying towards the bone-eating swamp, where the water element is abundant. This element will be limited. Not a few elements also chase. Don't let it run away. Lavia saw that in a hurry. Eyes quickly chase in the distance. A piece of land next to a bone-eating swamp. Suddenly the water came out. And I am crying and creeping out from the inside. As soon as the meteor shower falls, I knew I couldn't escape the meteor shower, so definitely use Earth system magic. Quickly dig a deep hole. Beautiful Jenna and Wormwood try to live and die trying to get in. And then they used Earth shields to harden it. Land around. That way they can withstand the attack. I know the black dragon this time will definitely heal a little. Many just don't know how to ban you. It's because of the magician. Ejected or from the forbidden scroll. The moment the 3 dragons appeared in the distance. In the distance in the bone-eating swamp, the black dragon is full of wounds, soaring up into the sky straight up into the blue clouds. Behind a small sight fire element lord, a lot of it comes out of the water. The fire element has shrunk a lot. The black dragon revealed a cunning smile. Her magic is not much anymore. Just now in the swamp, her grandmother took advantage of the environment and the magic system to inflict damage on the element of fire. Now this guy is seriously injured, but also thanks to that stupid person. Missiles will usually not choose the type, this extremely unfavorable place to fight. But that stupid person is certain, ordered it deep into the swamp. You are the country. You are waiting to receive my wrath. After saying harsh words, the black dragon immediately left. Chase it quickly. Lavia spoke to the 2 8th level warriors next to her highness. He knows how to fly. We haven't reached the sacred level yet, so we can't fly. One of the soldiers said, the warrior has not reached the sacred level. There's no way to fly. It's thanks to the air conditioning to surf it all. Lavia, I didn't expect this black dragon to be so cunning. The current fire element is completely absent. How to chase the black dragon. Lavia looked at Lara's disappointment. He gritted his teeth and took out 2 rolls of paper. This is a roll of wind instruments. It can help people fly. Attach that black dragon for me. This is the most precious thing on him. Out of taboo roll. The taboo roll was given to him by his father, and the parchment is for him to obey. The 2 soldiers saw that, and took the scroll. Common paper type. It's not as restrictive as a taboo scroll. Can be directly activated by air trivia. Behind 2 people double appearance, blue wings and fly up. Then they chased the black dragon lay into Rio. You go 2.